Hello guys, my name's Fowl Gaming, otherwise known as Charlie, and welcome to episode number 16 of Coop Corner Chat. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday evening. So, to start off this episode, as normal, I'll go over some Coop news that I've been meaning to speak about. So firstly, my schedule over Christmas for both Twitch and YouTube. Now, most of this we post in the Discord anyway, but just to let you know, so I've got a stream tonight, which is currently Tuesday, the 22nd of December. Coming on to tomorrow, I'll do another stream, which will be Wednesday evening, probably a short one. I'll then likely be away from streaming at least until the earliest of maybe the 27th. And from there, I'll be back to my normal sort of streaming schedule, especially over New Year's, as I don't have any New Year's plans. Thanks, COVID. In terms of YouTube, you can still expect pretty much the regular content. There's still going to be a Dungeons and Chickens episode actually coming out on Christmas Day. Obviously, that's been pre-recorded. There is a full game coming out on Thursday. There is a highlights video coming out on Sunday. And next week should be just as much. So YouTube won't be interrupted, but Twitch streams will be a little bit on the lower side. Another quick thing to talk about with Coop news is the mod application. So this is a kind of a last minute attempt to get any more applications. So if you have not already seen, I'm currently looking for some more moderators for my Twitch and Discord. I've currently got an application process, which if you are in my Discord, you can see in the announcements channel. I'm going to be allowing the rest of today, so Tuesday the 22nd of December, to get any more applications. I'm going to be reviewing them again and making a decision tomorrow. So if you're watching this episode the evening it's come out, then great. If you want to apply, go for it. Send me a DM with the application. If you're watching this video post December 22nd, then moderator applications will be closed. I do also want to talk about editor applications. So for those that know, I'm in a stream team called Mostly Harmless. We are currently looking for another full-time editor for it, as we've got a lot of plans for 2021, which should be good. So what we're looking for here in basic is we're looking for someone who has some editing experience, not necessarily with YouTube, but we just like to have a bit of background knowledge on editing software. We don't want anyone that's like just starting out. We want you to have a little bit of knowledge at least, so that you know, we can know the content's going to be good. We're looking for someone that can commit to editing one video per week. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be a little bit harder than maybe your usual edits, because there'll be, you know, up to 6 people's recordings. So therefore, you've got to, you know, time it right. Audios can sometimes need a bit of editing. So if you think that's something that you could do, something you could handle, obviously it will be a paid role, then get in touch with me or one of the Mostly Harmless stream team members, and we will give you all the details and see whether it's something that we can get you in for. But it should be fun. Alright, so on to today's actual Coop Corner Chat topic then. And yes, it is Christmas related. We are going to be talking about games that run events over Christmas and whether they are good or bad. So I thought this is going to be a nice little topic. Now, the topic itself is actually going to be quite short today. It's something that I thought, hey, we don't discuss it often, so let's talk about it. As always, I'd love to hear your comments about it as well. So we're talking about when games put on special events for Christmas, and whether that is good or bad. So firstly, let's discuss what I mean by that. So games often around the Christmas holiday period will bring special events to their games, whether that is new skins for characters in the game, whether that's new items, new game modes, new battle passes, things like that. Let's have a look at the kind of individual level. So firstly, I mean, games that sort of bring this out, and let's talk about where my experience is coming from here. You know, games like Overwatch always bring out a winter event. Dead by Daylight's currently got their winter event out. Those are the main two that I'm basing my opinions off, as those are the games that I've been playing recently, but I've played many games in the past that have done this, and I can think of many more as well. So firstly, let's talk about new skins. So quite often, games will bring out new skins for their characters. Now, we see this in different forms. Sometimes they are paid skins, so it might be simply, hey, you give us the cash, we'll give you the skin. Sometimes they are earnable, either through playing the game or doing certain achievements. It can also be earnable, but technically it's earnable, but through RNG. So it could be like Overwatch, for example, where, you know, you might get one skin for free, which I don't think they did this year. but you can play the game, earn loot boxes, and you have a chance of winning event skins. And you also have ones that are completely free. So either you get the skin just for logging on, or maybe you get the skin for punching in a code like Dead by Daylight, or maybe you get it by just playing a couple of games, something that doesn't take too long. Now, I don't see too much issue in any of these ways, because at the end of the day, as long as the skin is purely cosmetic and doesn't in any way affect the game, then in all honesty, I personally don't mind if it is paid or free. Now, I like it when they make the skins free, or at least earnable, because, not everyone has money, especially around Christmas and during COVID and things like that, to splash out on skins, and people can often feel left out in the community if they don't have a way of earning the skin apart from parting with their hard-earned cash. But, we have to keep in consideration that when you think about the games company, especially if the game is quite old, when you think of Overwatch and Dead by Daylight, they're, games that are over 4 years old now, they've got to keep making money somehow to keep bringing in revenue, to keep updating the game. So little cash grabs like this, where they can earn a bit of money here and there from the skins, in my opinion, isn't too bad. But I like there to be a way to at least earn them or make them free. I do have issues with games like Overwatch, for example, where although, yes, you can earn them, the issue with Overwatch's way to earn them is as you're playing Overwatch, you earn a loot box every time you level up. Now, that can actually take anywhere between 3 to 5 games, depending on how well you do and how high level you are. So it can actually take, quite a decent amount of time to earn one loot box. And in that loot box, you aren't guaranteed to get a legendary or even an epic item. You can very often just get all commons or uncommons. And what's even worse is they don't limit it to just Christmas items. So, even though it's a Christmas-themed loot box, you could still earn a legendary or epic skin from outside of the Christmas event. So actually, your chances of earning the Christmas item is still relatively small, and therefore it does sort of push people in the direction, if it's a skin they really want, of having to buy loot boxes. And even then, you're not buying the skin, you're buying the chance to get the skin. So it's back to that gambling. The only way of actually guaranteeing you getting that skin is by having enough loot boxes to earn enough coins to then buy the skin, but not everyone has that many coins. And I mean, yes, it is in Overwatch's favor that even if you don't get the skin now, next Christmas, you have the chance to earn the previous Christmas skins. But even then, I would say that actually that also is against Overwatch's case, because if you don't care about last year's Christmas skins, if you didn't care about them because maybe you didn't like them, but you really like the new Christmas Junkrat skin, then you've even got less chance of earning that Junkrat skin because you have a chance of getting it last year. So, it's still only cosmetic, but I'm not a big fan of that. I actually like how Dead by Daylight have done it, where actually all the cosmetics are... actually, to be fair, no, actually, I was about to say all the cosmetics are free, but actually, no, that's a lie. You do actually have to pay for them. So, again, not a big fan of that. I wish that there was ways of earning them. And to be fair, Overwatch have brought in ways where you can, play 9 games and win them, but it's not for every skin. So I'd like to hear your opinions on the skins down below. Do you think they should all be free? Do you think they should be all paid? Do you like how Overwatch and Dead by Daylight do them? Have you got any other games that are releasing skins? And let me know how they've been doing them. So the other main thing that they released during the Christmas period is game modes. Now, again, you have different variants of this. Sometimes Games Company will bring out a brand new game mode. For example, Overwatch, again, using that as an example, bring out May's Snowball Offense. Or this year, they've actually brought out a new one, which is kind of like a 4v4 deathmatch, but it's like being stuck in the mud. Rather than getting killed, you get frozen, and then you can thaw out your teammates. Pretty cool. Now, I like that Overwatch do that. So what Overwatch have done is they've created a completely separate game mode, which say, hey, for Christmas, come play this game mode. If you want to earn loot boxes, you can do it that way. But it doesn't stop you playing the game normally if you actually have no genuine interest in that game mode. Now, Dead by Daylight, for another example, this time actually didn't bring out a winter game mode, but I'm going to talk about a previous event in Dead by Daylight, which kind of is on the same subject of holiday-themed events that I disagree with how they dealt with, which is sometimes games will bring out it's the same game mode that you normally play, but like a winter version. Now, I appreciate this is a bit of an off example, but I'm going to talk about actually an example Dead by Daylight brought out for their anniversary event, which was where in the middle of a normal game, you could interact with a golden crown to earn the golden crown for that character. And if Dead by Daylight have done this for actually quite a few events, I'm surprised they didn't actually do it for this winter one. And you know what? I'm kind of glad they didn't, because I really disagree with games that make a winter version of the normal game mode. And the reason why, if it's just a reskin, of the map, like a snowy map, that's fair. But I don't like it when they put in winter objectives into the regular game. And the reason why is you then get people that don't play the game properly, but instead go off and do the side objective, and therefore don't play the game properly. In Dead by Daylight's terms, you had people that were running off and searching for the crown rather than doing generators or doing totems or opening doors or saving you, etc. Which meant that overall game quality actually went down. So when it comes to game modes, I personally prefer it if they make something completely separate or just don't do it at all. Or if you are going to put something in the main game mode, make it something that does not affect the regular gameplay or actually enhances the regular gameplay. Like, for example, to be fair, Dead by Daylight did do it before where they had a generator that was kind of like a Christmas generator. If you worked on that one, then you got more blood points or whatever. That I can understand. Although actually you could even argue that people wouldn't do regular generators. They'd run around and try and find the Christmas one or the Halloween one, which actually then meant that they weren't spending time doing the regular ones. So again, tit for tat. But I'd love to hear your opinions on this. Do you agree with how Overwatch do their game modes? Do you agree with how Dead by Daylight do their game modes? Have you got any other games that you can tell me about that do it good or bad? I'd like to know. Overall, with this topic, it all comes down to, I can understand why game makers do it. They're trying to keep their game relevant. They want to make their community happy with the game, give them something new, something fresh to enjoy the game with. And also, there is the element of cash grabbing a little bit. They want to make a bit of money in their back pocket because they want to keep the game running. That's understandable, but it's getting that balance right. So overall, I'd like to hear your opinions on this. What do you guys like to see from games that you play at Christmas? What sort of games do you think get the best Christmas treatment, the best Christmas updates? And are there any games that you think do it particularly badly? Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate to hear your opinions on it. Now, just like normal, guys, if you have any ideas of stuff you want me to talk about for Coop Corner Chat, let me know in the comments and I'd love to talk about it. You'll get 1,000 foul eggs if I do choose one of your ideas. Also, guys, this is going to be the last video that I release prior to Christmas, at least where I'm recording it now. So for those coming up to Christmas, I wish everyone a absolutely Merry Christmas and a happy holidays around the world. I hope, even with COVID and restrictions, I hope everyone has the best Christmas they can. And I look forward to hearing about your Christmases in Discord. And also, there will be a episode next week, so I'm not going to say Happy New Year just yet. I hope to see you in the streams in the next couple of days, so I can wish you a Happy Christmas live. But otherwise, guys, I hope you have a great one. As per usual, check out below the video to see links to the Mostly Harmless YouTube, my merch, all the rest of it. You get the gist by now. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Have a fantastic week. Merry Christmas, as I said, and I'll see you around, guys. I'm Fowl Play Gaming. Stay wholesome.